So here every line is ending in Kim Asat Karma Bhi. Wait, we should also meditate. Kim Asat Karma Bhi. What is the use of temporary fruitive activities? What is the use? There was an instance that Mirabai went to Vrindavan to meet Rupa Goswami. So when she went to meet, she asked somebody, can I meet him? He said, no, Rupa Goswami says he doesn't see any woman. So she says, in Vrindavan I heard there is only one male. Rupa Goswami, okay, send her. So then he talked to her. So anyway, the point here is, this is known, there is actually one male. Krishna is the only, male in the sense, is the only enjoyer. Bhagavad Gita also Krishna says, Bhokta Rama Yagatapasam Sarvaloka Mahesharam Suhridam Sarvabhutanam Gyatavam Shamtim Rachati. I said, Bhokta Ram Yagnatapasam. I am the only enjoyer. In the spiritual world, there are devotees. It's not that there are male and female are not there. But that's the service they are taking to the Lord. Jiva is taking a service like a father of Krishna, so he has a male form. He is taking a service like friends of Krishna, so they have a male form. So male and female in this word concept and in the spiritual world is different. So, but still, Ekara Ishvara Krishna Arasava Bhritya. Chaitanya Charitamrita says there is only one supreme controller. Rest are all his servants. And then Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami explains, even all the jivas who understood, even all Vishnu Tattvas want to serve Krishna. That's why Balaram, the first expansion, always wants to serve Krishna. Whenever Krishna takes on form, he accompanies him. Krishna wants to lie down, comes like Ananta Shesha. Therefore in temple, even Mridanga is called Balaram. Everything, if you are using, provided we are doing in proper consciousness, now it's so nice. Whole day people are chanting here. Correct? So when their service to the Lord is manifesting, then the everything, the Lord Balaram will accept for offering service to Krishna. So actually there is only one enjoyer. Rest everybody is cooperating in his enjoyment, facilitating the Lord's enjoyment. Nowadays in the colleges also teachers say, we are not teachers, we are facilitators, because they know there is that equation of teacher-student is over nowadays. The same way is something better to understand. Actually, we are all instruments in the Lord's enjoyment. We are working for His pleasure. And if this consciousness comes that I am not the enjoyer, God is the enjoyer, total peace comes. Why? Because Krishna says so. Bhokta Ram Yajna Tapasam. If you understand this point, I am the only enjoyer, Sarvaloka Maheshwaram, and then I am the only controller. Suhridam Sarvabhutanam, and you accept I am the best friend of every living entity. Gyata Mam Shamtim Richati. You have total peace at that moment. So peace is not possible by some gymnastic. What is the way people are trying to have peace? Some Kim Asat Karma Bhi Bhaves. By some temporary material activities, people want peace. Is it possible? Not possible. Any gymnastic will not give peace. Without God, there is no peace possible. Material nature will not allow. Humanity is also trying, no? Somehow fighting with the laws of material nature so that there will be some peace. Individually, collectively. You cannot come to a peaceful condition unless you accept there is only one enjoyer, one Purusha who is the enjoyer. Who is that enjoyer? Krishna. Unless the humanity individually, collectively accepts and bows down to Him, there is no peace. Therefore Prabhupada says, United Nation, he said them united animals. And he said, how is it possible that animals can unite? If we keep people on the platform of animals, there can be no unity. They will only fight. Animals will only bark at each other. When you lift the people to a transcendental platform, then only there will be peace in this world. This is understood, but people do not know. Just like somebody said, if every day people can just give 1 hour for meditation, there will be total peace in this world. Essence is fine, but this empty meditation doesn't work in Kali Yuga. Not recommended. And it's not practical. So if we can meditate, we are also asking meditate. We are not saying don't meditate, but meditate on the name of the Lord. What are you meditating? Or light, candle. What do you meditate? Ask Him. What is the meditation on? What? Many people say we should do meditation. Nowadays, yoga day, all. Okay, good. But meditate on what? They are not bothered about what they are meditating on. On what you are meditating, Baba? You cannot keep mind empty. That will not hold. That will not hold. You have to give some subject to it. It wants to think about something. But if you do not think about Krishna, then kim asat karma vibhave. Think about material temporary activities the whole day. Mind is blowing around for temporary activities. And what is the use of that? The whole this verse is saying, what is the use of these temporary activities? So here Krishna is the only enjoyer. And we can understand Krishna's position is transcendental. That's what the shloka continues to say. Is totally transcendental. People have great difficulty to understand Krishna's form is transcendental. There's another problem people have. It's a big bewilderment for them. They just cannot handle that Krishna's form is true and it is transcendental. Prabhupada and Lord Chaitanya, one of the things he accepted, that's the reason he came in the line of Madhvacharya, because he very much like Madhvacharyas pushing on this point that Krishna's form is true and it is transcendental. It's a very important point. And Chaitanya Prabhu was so happy that he has pushed on this point again and again. So, but how do we understand this? Very easy to understand. How did Krishna appear in this world? Krishna's form, how it can be material? He was standing 7 feet with Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma. That's how he first appeared in front of the mother and father. And then he took the 200 small form of the baby child. And whole life, his activities, can they be done by a material form? You just have to have little common sense. If you look at the activities of Krishna, we know it is transcendental. And it cannot be done in a material form. Nobody can do these activities in a material form what Krishna did. Krishna's form is transcendental. And so that is easy to understand. Then how is that Krishna's personality is transcendent in another way. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Devi esha gudmai mo maya durataya mami evye prapadyante mayam etam taranti te. He says, if you meditate on me, if you take my shelter, you will cross over Maya. So how can he be under Maya? If I can sit down and chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, and I can become transcendental to Maya, then how God is in Maya? And that is joke, no? Isn't it a joke? If I meditate on Krishna and I become transcendental, how can God be under Maya? But this common sense people do not have. They say, yeah, God is there, some supreme, but when he comes to this world, he also gets affected by Maya. This is very offensive. Therefore, we call them Mayavadis. Mayavadi, Krishna Aparadi. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said they are offenders to the Lord. In fact, because of that, whole atmosphere in India is vitiated. Because this Mayavada has spread like anything. Practically everybody here says God has no form. Everybody. They are so difficult to talk after that. No, God has form, he is limited. Not a form like you. He is a transcendental form. Just like I gave that example. No, somebody asked Prabhupada, Vedavyasa who wrote Vedic literature. Yes, he is also man. No, so Prabhupada said, yes, but not a man like you. he is incarnation of God, not an ordinary man like you. Many people say, Gita is written by an ordinary man only. Yeah, man, but written by a man, but not an ordinary man like you. He says, he is incarnation of God. Trikalagna, he is seeing past, present, future and writing, and you can't imagine, even academically, if you are sincere. There was one time that Sarva Bhattacharya met Lord Chaitanya. So Lord Chaitanya convinced him in his own way. First thing is it khandan of his Mayavada Tattva, totally demolished that. He said, why you are denying that the Supreme Personality Godhead exists? What kind of explanation you are giving? He's destroyed that. He said, no, Shankaracharya said that. But he said, no, Shankaracharya, I agree, is Lord Shiva. But that was Mayavadam Asasthasam Prachavna Bodham Uchyate. Prachavna Bodham Uchyate. He gave a hidden Buddhism only, needed for the time. This is already there in the scripture. So Sarva Bhattacharya has total faith in the scripture. What? Mayavadam Asar Shastram. It is Asar Shastram. Prachavna Bodham Uchyate. It is hidden Buddhism. He was shocked. So he became little humble now, because the Shastra says, don't follow this tattva. That is only meant for some time. It's a stopgap arrangement. Then still to convince him, Now, Sarva Bhattacharya said, there were discussion going on, and the Lord Chaitanya quoted the famous verse of the Bhagavatam, first canto. What is the verse? Where 64 explanation was given by Lord Chaitanya. First canto. So, that is the famous verse. Atma Ramascha Muneyo Nirigranti api Urukrame Kuruvanti Ahetukim Bhaktim Itha Bhuta Gudo Harihi. He says, Lord's qualities are so wonderful. Atma Rama. Even a person may be self-satisfied, in the sense who has understood I am not body, I am soul. He experiences some happiness, that's called Brahmananda. Atma Ramascha Munayo. Even there may be Munis, great saint. Nirigranthi, they are completely free from any attachment. Urukrame, but still, the Urukrama means who does glorious activities. Krishna's activities cannot be imitated by a tiny human being. Can anybody imitate Krishna's activity? No. Urukra, therefore one of the Krama means activities. सब हीरो बनना चाहते हैं ना सब लोग, मैंने ये कर दिया वो कर दिया, फिर घंटों बात करते हैं. उरुक्रमा, उसका तो कंप्लीट तो करो. उरुक्रमा, एक माउंटेन के ऊपर चढ़े गए, मतलब बड़ा काम कर दिया. उरुक्रमा, his activities are cannot even imagine. Nobody can even compare to his activities. Urukrama. So Atma Rama Chamanayo Nirigranti api Urukrame Kurvanti Ahetukim Bhaktim. When they hear about Krishna, Urukrama, this become a pure devotees. Who? Even Atma Rama and Munis. People who are self-satisfied and Munis, they take shelter of Krishna. Kuruvanti Ahetukim Bhaktim, and they offer devotion to Krishna. Why? Ittam Bhuta Guno Hari. The Lord qualities are so wonderful. He enchants even the Atma Ramas and Munis. Even they become enchanted when they hear Krishna's wonderful qualities. So when Sarva Bhattacharya heard this, he said, can you give me some explanation of this verse? So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, you give. So he gave 9 explanations. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was silent, he heard him. So he said, can you give? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, without touching this 9, gave 63 explanations. Sarva Bhattacharya, who was, Prabhupada says, there was nobody like him, he was such a big scholar. In fact, he was a Grahastha, but such a big scholar, the sannyasis in Shankara Sampradaya used to go in here. He was in Jagannath Puri. Very, very respected scholar. When he heard that, he said, this is God. This is God. Because he can't imagine somebody can give 63 explanation of one verse, each different explanation, and not touching in 9 explanation. So in your own way you can understand, no? In your own way. So you want to do, everybody wants to be a hero. Now understand in your own way. Hero बनना चाहते हैं सब लोग. कौन है जो hero नहीं बनना चाहता है? क्या कर सकते हो? आप कृष्णा का देखो. कृष्णा heroic activities है ना, कृष्णा बुक में जरा पढ़ो. 89 chapters are there, just read. You cannot compete. You understand in your own way. Just like if you're honest, if you're biased, you are jealous, then nothing can be done. ठीक है ना? Suppose you are a surgeon, and you know some kind of surgery you can do. When you see an expert surgeon, you will understand, I can't do. You're really genius. In your own way you understand, no? The same way you want to be hero, है ना? ये कर देंगे, वो कर देंगे, करो. Compete. 16,108 place Krishna built palaces. एक बना नहीं सकते. 16,108 palaces without any effort. They built in no time, and they are so opulently decorated that we can't even imagine to do like that. Because this is Krishna's glorious activities. We cannot come even 0.00001%. If we are genuine, and if we are not biased, and we are not jealous of Krishna, when we hear of Krishna's activities, we become totally enchanted. In your own way. There is an example in Bhagavatam, when Shukadeva Goswami said, when there was Jarasandha and other people attacked once, Jarasandha attacked with his army, some 17 Akshauni. Practically that was almost the same Akshauni in Mahabharata war also, 17, 18. This was 17, 16. But many times he came. He had a huge army. Krishna was just easing the burden of the earth, because Kruk was having a big army, he was cleaning it up every time. How many times he came? 16 times he came. How many times? 12 times? 16 times? So when he came many times, around a dozen times. So when he came with his whole army to attack Krishna, Krishna told people of Mathura, you be peaceful, don't worry, I'll take care. Told Balaram, please come. They went. And they just threw arrows, few arrows, and whole army was destroyed. When Parikshit Maharaj heard this, tears came in his eyes. My God! In his own way, he's understanding. He's a warrior. He can't do like this. Kill Akshoni, the soldiers, by just few arrows. Correct? Definitely. So, in his own way, he's able to understand. So, we can also, because if you look in ourselves, who doesn't want to be a hero? All want to be a hero. Have a lot of money, have a big palace, and then big car, and then walk like this, like this. Just hear what Krishna did. You can understand and appreciate in your own way. He's so great. He's so great and so valuable. So, Krishna's activities, so there is different meditations are given on Krishna here. What are the different meditations given? Number one, I just said, what are the 6 opulences you know? Aishwarya, he is opulent, 16,000 palaces, nobody can make. Virya, he is powerful. I told another activity, he demolished the whole army of Jarasandha in no time. Then, Ishwara Samagrasya Virya Yasha, fame. Fame, Krishna's fame is unlimited. Even to this day we are saying Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Then, Virya Yasha, no, Ashwara Samagrasya Virya Yasha Shriya, beauty. 4th is beauty. It's a sequence. People give value in this sequence. Actually, reverse should be true. Beauty. The beauty, yes, Krishna was so beautiful. We can't imagine also that kind. He is a personification of beauty. Then, Jnana. He is full of knowledge. Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita. To this day, not only we are studying, even outside our school of Vaishnavism, around the world, scholars try to understand Bhagavad Gita. Yes? And then last one is renunciation. Renounce. Total vairagya. Totally detached from anything. So these are 6 things Krishna has. We also have this little. But Krishna has that unlimited. So therefore we know he is God. Yes. This is a meditation on him. Fully independent. And Bhagavatam says Swarat. Swarat means totally independent. We are all independent. But how much you are independent? Tiny independent. That joke I told you. You are independent to decide in the morning today you will have rice sambar or chapati sabji. That you have independence is there. But do you have independence to say that from today I will not eat? You have to eat. That you don't have freedom. But you can decide whether you want to have rice and dal or you can have chapati sabji. That freedom you have. Minute independence. Krishna has no hunger only. Atma is Swarat. He is not dependent on anything material. You understand this point? You are dependent also. You are dependent on air, to breathe, food. So many ways you are dependent. Krishna is independent of anything. He does not eat anything. He is sitting as Paramatma in the heart. He is not hungry. He is just peaceful. In fact, deities, for our spiritual development, deities act like a child whom we should take care. They become dependent on you. Put me to rest. Wake me up. जैसे बच्चे के साथ करते हैं ना, उसको उठाते हैं, सुलाते हैं, खिलाते हैं, नहलाते हैं. The same way deity give opportunity for seva. That is one mood of the Lord where he allows devotee to do seva. But don't think he is dependent on you. Lord is never dependent on you anyway. He is totally independent of everything else. Yeah. Just like he created Brahma, he did not even take help of his wife. Tak he created. He is independent of anything. Yes, then. He never subject to the 3 modes of material nature. I told you that example. When by meditating on Krishna I come out of the 3 modes, how he is subjected? Not possible. He is always transcendental. The word uses Turiya. Totally transcendental to the material creation. There is, a wakefulness, dreamy stage, deep sleep stage, and the 4th stage is Turiya. Totally transcendental to all the material stage of consciousness. The Prabhupada is saying then, in the shloka is saying, these are the sons of Daksha who are concluding, if the human society do not understand him, the Supreme, through the advancement of knowledge and activities, then what is the use? If our knowledge, therefore what is the use of this knowledge? Prabhupada used to say, very simple. We have a simple litmus test. Many times Prabhupada, even scientists used to come to Prabhupada. Prabhupada said, do I accept Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead? He said, no. Prabhupada says, you are a rascal. Then why is he saying with that confidence? Shloka is saying, no. With all your knowledge, if you are not able to take shelter of Krishna, what is the use? ठीक है ना? What is the use finally? Whatever you have, ability, through that you can understand Krishna. Any ability you have, any profession you have. Vedesha sarve aham e vede. If you are sincere in any field of knowledge, you are a doctor, you can understand. Look at a body, God is there. So wonderful design. Correct? Anything, you are studying a DNA and you see the immense information. You can everywhere offer obeisances to God. Even knowledge can lead you to God, provided you are honest. The problem is people are not honest. They are cheating. Prabhupada says, not that these people are fools, Madhvacharya, Ramanujacharya. They were also seeking knowledge. Brahma was also seeking, but they're honest, they want knowledge. And Supreme Lord says, here I am, come. Any field you go chemistry, physics, any field, you should conclude in the Supreme Lord if you are honest. Just like Newton said. Newton is one of the great scientists. So, but he was a theist, he was a devotee of God in his own way. He didn't know the details, but he said, yes, there is a supreme being. And some of his friends were atheistic. So one day they came to his place, he had a planetary system. So they said, how did you make this? He started moving a gear lever, all planets are moving in their respective position. They said, how did it come into being? He said, no, I didn't do anything, just some accident happened. He said, it's not possible, accidentally, somebody has set it. He said, when this model cannot come by accident, how the real thing can come by accident? So in his own way, even though he's practicing science, he understood God is there. True. Provided you are honest. But you are biased, you are jealous, then nothing can be done. Even though it is visible, Pashyanapina Pashyati. Prabhupada says, somebody is a genuine man. He sees a flower, he sees God is there. Because even I see a painting, it cannot be done by accident. Painting बना सकते हो क्या अच्छा सा एक somebody makes a nice painting of a rose. You say, who has done this work? Do we agree it has come by accident? But you see a flower with all wonderful smell, with three-dimensional soft texture, correct? How much it has. So it doesn't require, the problem is with me. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, it is not very difficult to accept him. Krishna, you see the sun, you can understand I am there. You see the moon, you can understand I am there. You drink water, you can understand I am there. Why does Krishna say so? Rasoham apsu kaunteya prabhasmi shashi suryayaha. He says, understand me like this. Because in the beginning, we are not able to see the transcendental form of the Lord. Correct? So great advancement will come, but provided I become open, I am not biased. Otherwise, if I just give up my preconceived notions of God, just become genuinely seeking, my Lord, I want to understand you, Krishna will give you enough ways to develop slowly faith in him. It's not blind. Okay? And on top of it, if you read the Vedic literature, yes, because if you want to go to God, you have to go his way. Now here, these are all, Narada has given a statement, one shloka, and there are 10 words in it. And every shloka, the sons of Daksha, what is the name? Haryashvas, correct? They're all sitting, and each word they're trying to understand. And by understanding that the shloka, one shloka, they surrender to Krishna and they become great devotees. So similarly, sir, Bhagavad Gita has 700 shlokas. Take any one shloka, read it word by word, understand the meaning of every word, you surrender. Therefore, Prabhupada used to say that reading these books will take many lifetimes. Because each shloka you take of Gita or Bhagavatam, become sincere like the sons of Daksha. Understanding that one shloka will take many days. And there are how many shlokas? Lakhs of shlokas. So whole life you can study and be absorbed in this. Okay? And that thereby our life will become perfect. Srila Prabhupada ki